What did Marx say about exploitation of workers? Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get richer while others struggle to make ends meet? Karl Marx had a lot to say about this issue, especially regarding the exploitation of workers. His ideas are key to understanding the injustices he observed in capitalist societies. Marx's views on exploitation are rooted in what he called the labor theory of value. This theory suggests that the value of a product comes from the amount of labor needed to create it. However, workers are often paid only for their labor power, not for the full value of what they produce. The difference between what they earn and the value of their work is what Marx termed surplus value. In a capitalist system, Marx argued that workers are exploited because they do not receive the full value of their labor. Instead, capitalists take this surplus value by paying workers less than what their work is worth. This practice allows capitalists to accumulate wealth, creating a larger gap between the rich and the poor. Marx also believed that this exploitation leads to a class struggle. He identified two main groups: the bourgeoisie, who own the means of production, and the proletariat, who must sell their labor to survive. He predicted that as capitalism progressed, more people would join the working class, leading to increased inequality. Eventually, he believed this would spark a revolution to overthrow the capitalist system. To address exploitation, Marx proposed abolishing the wage system and private ownership of production. In a communist society, resources would be collectively owned, and distribution would be based on need rather than profit. This change would ensure that workers are not exploited and have access to the resources necessary for a fulfilling life. Marx's ideas have influenced various movements aimed at reducing economic inequality. For example, labor unions and minimum wage laws are attempts to protect workers from exploitation. These measures aim to ensure fair compensation for work. However, from a communist perspective, they are seen as temporary fixes that do not tackle the root causes of exploitation. In summary, Marx's views on worker exploitation highlight the need for a fairer economic system. He believed that understanding how exploitation occurs in capitalist societies is essential for achieving a more just and equal society. Through collective ownership and the abolition of the wage system, Marx envisioned a world where workers are no longer exploited.